We're Lunatics and Poets, and my name is Anna.
My name is Hannah.
And the title of the work is Postcards from a Better Place.
We make work for theatre, also for film and installation. We have a background in dance and also in fashion, so the work is visual.
So we start from a concept and idea, and these are actually floating thoughts, but there's no connection yet, because we really want to always get to know the people we work with very well. So we always ask them to share some personal stories related to the theme. We try to make an organic build-up in that sense.
With these personal stories that are related to the theme we are working with, then we kind of build a set of references that they find interesting personally as well. And then from there we look, okay, how does that relate to the theme and how can we further develop that? We are actually working a lot with zooming in on very small details of daily life, scenes that kind of are maybe happening normally in domestic sphere that can be very under a lot of tension, and there can be a lot of conflict, inner conflict, and also unspoken emotions that we are really trying to zoom in on, actually by delaying the time.
We were always with costumes, we're trying to represent a character or an individual, so it's an extension of who they are. And that's the most important thing for us, that it really complements their thoughts and ideas.
So there's a transformative element in it as well, how they can go from more of a blanco canvas to a more individual character through also what they wear.
We actually already research a little bit these daily movements. We're inspired actually by everyone on the street, how they walk. Sometimes we see these characters coming by and we think, oh, that's interesting. What kind of life do they live? Who are they? And then we think like, okay, this is probably why they move like this or why they speak in a certain way. Sometimes we like to build on, we take something, an element from the previous work and like to research this further as a sort of extension and actually a deeper layer. And this was also giving birth, and childhood was the starting point.
We are working with steel frames that are, from the beginning onwards, we're already going to kind of refer to individual spaces of the characters. A lot of the theme stems back to childhood, so we decided to place the frames all a little bit closer together, so it kind of references more a house or a domestic sphere.
Light always plays a really important part in our work, because we really always think about what we want to show and what we don't want to show. What's happening in the houses almost becomes this filmic atmosphere, which is in theatre quite hard to achieve, but light can do the magic then, that transports you in this sort of filmic mind state. And also light gives focus, so for us it's really, it sort of guides the audience where we want them to look. How do we want the audience to leave the performance? We hope they are touched, because it's about dark thoughts and dark emotions, so I hope it's also a little bit of a reflective moment about how they live life, how they maybe were the last periods.
And maybe also more of a realization of how fragile we really are as people, how it's in everybody, you know, this darkness as well, and how it can come out.
Yeah. Sometimes it's really good to look for it. I have my light side, I have my darker side, but this is what makes me me and what makes me complete in a way.